giving it to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Okay. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Two times. Hey.
Running right, Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right.
Touchdown, Packers! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Play action. Ryan sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Lucky. Watch the edge.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, Gurley. And an alley to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That good for 22 and a first down.
Ready, we're ready. At 25. Check it back.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. C.J. Ham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to throw. Love. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good move by Gurley. These two teams all tied after one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They try right side here. Gurley try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ryan now off the bootleg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Howell, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
Right there. Right there. 54 miles. Right.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 25. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On the carry, it's Olsen. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
59, ready. Slack 25.
Play action. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Watch the pass. Mike 4. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 3rd down, Love looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Olsen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They go play action with Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
first down carry by Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike 4, come on. You better bring it. Mike 4, Mike 4. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. That's it. 4. Don't get nervous. Mike 4, Mike 4. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Mike 4. So we got man.
Operating from the gun, Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
21.
Check 45 the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Ready to go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Fire's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike 5, Mike 5, Mike 5. Oh, you got deep? Mike 5.
On 1st and 10, Love. And now he'll tuck it and run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
What are you talking about, Derek? And really, nigga, with Pat Mahomes signing this deal, nigga, that gave the Cowboys a lot more leverage
on first down.
as far as exactly.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good.
That's exactly why. Like I said, shit.
Effort from that distance.
This Mahomes signed that did this deal.
All right, coach.
Nigga, now it's like, okay, now that they got something to compare, nigga, to these two, nigga. Shit, if y'all ain't made it for the goddamn championship or NFC, AFC championship, nigga, you ain't get an MVP candidate in the running. Nigga, you don't get to just say what it is you want, nigga. We gonna tell you what you want.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I'm fond of Deck, man. I like how he says back, man.
Another carry now for Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there.
Right, so now you got to, right, I agree. Now you got a standard to go by. Nigga, if you ain't need, if your numbers don't say that you worth this amount of money, nigga,
to get into the backfield,
nigga, we going back to the drawing board. Shit, nigga, if you, look at.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is fielded at the 7. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48.
So this is my thing, okay, but you got to still show me, like, nigga, you got to have something to bring to the table. You can't just be a quarterback and say, okay, well, since I'm a quarterback and y'all gave so-and-so this much money, I want this much money. No, nigga, you got to have something backing up why you asking for this amount of money. And that's, and nigga, right, but see, that was then. See, that's what I'm saying, nigga. Now by Pat Mahomes doing that, with
the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points.
We gave this man this money because of what he has done, nigga. He brought us a championship, nigga.
When you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stepping up, he'll try and run.
That can't go in there and ask for 40 million and we're going to find a way to give it to him. No.
It's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Wait. Nigga, I mean...
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display
I feel like that's
throughout this game, really, from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
How long Dak been in the league? 4 years? 5 years
and
now?
This is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
His 5th year coming in?
As they head to the field now.
And Mahomes, this is what, his 4th year? Going on to his 4th year?
Feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
This is going into his 4th year.
Without letting panic
and that's what I'm saying. He's done way more than what Dak has done. So
career rushing
yards, my point being is
he has hit that mark.
Dak couldn't get nowhere near that number that Mahomes got. That's not reality.
We're not there yet.
You haven't done the work
on the top
to get
10 or
that.
top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
58.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold.
I mean, shit, I don't see why not, nigga, but you're not even going to get nowhere close to the figure of look. I wouldn't even say over 35. Nowhere over 35.
But it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
How much was it?
25.
Check 56. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
It was unreasonable.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he didn't want no low-ass number. He wanted certain coaches.
The best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Well, that's I still stand by, nigga. I feel like, nigga, that put the Cowboys, nigga, that put the Texans, and that, I ain't gonna say the Ravens, but nigga, especially the Cowboys and the Texans.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's what I'm saying. They put.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I see it put the teams in a better position than it did the players. Because now, nigga, they got a ball to prepare, nigga, if you haven't met these certain amount of standards, nigga, you're not going to get nowhere near this certain amount of money.
Despite the scoreline,
that's why I feel like, nigga, the teams are
they're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
It didn't fuck the teams, that fucked the quarterback.
The spot they're in now.
So now, nigga, they put the pressure on them to get your ass out there, nigga, and play. Nigga, I need MVP potential out of you, nigga.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them this game.
That's
it's
business,
a game
baby.
of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
It ain't shoot like so. If you're a quarterback and you ain't got nobody, I didn't say that. If you're a quarterback, nigga, and you doing what you're supposed to do as a quarterback, regardless of what the rest of your team doing, nigga, it's gonna show.
On the field,
You know what I'm
Despite seeing the
saying? May
multiple
not
tight
be
end
to
look that came out for the
the rest of
offense.
the football world. They're like, oh,
I didn't know if they felt they didn't
tough
have
over
time
there.
or what the
Nigga, as
case
far as the
was.
organization paying attention to their individual players, they're going, oh, he got 4 percent. He bringing value to this team. We gonna lock him in.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside.
Yeah, good quarterback. Nigga, not good enough to get no motherfucking Pat Mahomes,
first down,
man.
Atlanta.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
No.
That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
A lone second remains now in this
That's what I said. I don't
quarter.
see it that way.
Switch up, switch up.
Nigga, come
Here's
on,
Olsen.
man. Or at least make the NFC Championship,
be
nigga.
the
At
final
least.
play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the
If that
Falcons
wanna
out on the
remain a
football, but
goddamn
trailing on the
Cowboy.
scoreboard as we get set to begin the
That's it.
4th.
You want to work for Luther
The
Janitorial?
Falcons on 3rd down.
Get back
They've
to
struggled to
work.
the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones.
They're not going to give him what he wants.
But not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones.
And whether you want to settle at, nigga, you better want to settle where you comfortable at, where you already familiar.
As they go as a connection, it's Pierce, so goes the team. And they need to be
They
on the
should
same
have, but
page,
they
in
didn't.
sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game.
Man.
Now they've got some ground to make up.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
That's what I'm saying. So
The drive continues as they search for
Stay
a
where you
tying
was at and
touchdown.
be
Here's
comfortable.
1st and 10. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try the left side. Howell. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Howell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come
I'm not a fan of Andy Dalton, but at the same time, like, Dak had leverage before. I feel like I said, with Pat Mahomes signing this deal, with the Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs deal, I feel like that put the leverage back in the team
for the green and gold.
When it comes to
he's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know.
Shit, not nowhere near motherfucking 45. Well, 40 or 45. I'll give him 30. He can get 30.
On 1st down.
Yeah, drive alone. Nigga, he can get 30 a year.
He gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
That's not wrecking. I feel like that's really not wrecking the salary cap, though. Really, $30 million a year, he can get that. $30 million, that's reasonable for Dak. He can get 30.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
I like Dak, man. I'm not against Dak. I don't know why you against him, but I'm not against Dak. And then it really not even, I mean, it's still like, honestly speaking, nigga, that deal with the Chiefs, nigga, he's not going, that's not going to last no 10 years.
And he goes backwards
it's not going to last no 10 years.
16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
You know who was going to go up on?
At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football.
It's not going to go up with that, though. But I'll give them $30 million a year.
They did.
Fuck it, even for 5
so for
years.
Green Bay, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7.
Okay,
and they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, along
I don't